Well, good evening, everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever time it is you're joining me. Thank you very much for popping back just to check out this wee recipe. So today we actually made some Sultana scones. Now, it's Mr. What's for Tea making these ones because I actually cut my finger yesterday. You know, I was cutting up some tomatoes and the knife slipped out my hand and I've got a nasty cut in my, my dominant hand and the finger that I use the most. So I'm going to sit out this one. So Mr. What's for Tea gave me a hand to make these, but it was a bit over enthusiastic, so it's a very, very quick recipe, but not to worry, it's a very easy recipe. So I've tried to slow the video down in places, so hopefully it won't bother you too much. But just before I move on, I wanted to say a big thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page. So thank you very much again, guys. You know, it does mean ever so much. And I'll leave a link to my Patreon underneath this video, just in case you want to go and check it out for yourself. So as you can see there, not many ingredients at all. An absolute Scottish classic. And this is what you're going to need. It's super easy and absolutely delicious. You'll get between 10 and 12 scones from these ingredients, just depending on how big or how small you make them. It's up to you. So the first thing I've got there is 225 grams of self-raising flour, 110 ml of whole milk. I've also got 2 tablespoons of golden caster sugar. You can just use ordinary white sugar. A handful of sultanas and 40 grams of soft unsalted butter. And that's it. The only other thing you'll need is about half a teaspoon of salt just to add into the mix. So let's go and show you how they're done. So over to Mr. What's for Tea. So the first thing he's done is popped his flour into a bowl, followed by the softened butter. Now you just want to work the butter into the flour, you know, just so that it combines and you'll end up with some fine breadcrumbs. This will take you about 3 or 4 minutes. Just be quite gentle with it, you know, you don't have to be rough. And you also want to add in 2 tablespoons of golden caster sugar, like I said, or just ordinary white sugar if you don't have any, and half a teaspoon of salt, and then gradually add in your milk until you've got a nice sticky dough. Just work it through with a knife, and that way it won't stick to your hands. Pop in your fruit and that's you done. You just want to turn it out onto your surface, make sure your surface is well floured, and just roll that out to about 1 inch thick. You don't want to do it too thin, you still want it nice and thick. You just want to cut out your scones and just re-roll as many times as you have to make sure you're using up all of your dough. So we get 10 from this batch. And then you can either glaze the tops with some milk like we're using, or you can use a beaten egg. It's up to you. And that was ours, just ready to go in the oven. So you want to pop these into your oven for between 12 and 15 minutes. Gas mark 7 or 220°C, just until they're starting to go golden on the top, just like these. And these were absolutely perfect. They're so light and fluffy in the middle. Now there's no need to cut your scones through the middle. You just give them a wee pull and they will, you know, pull apart. Just like, look how fluffy they are. Mr. What's for Tea does make a nice scone. So thank you very much to him for helping me out with this video. Is very much appreciated. Now traditionally you would fill these with jam and cream, or even just some butter, or just in their own, but we do like them with some whipped cream or even clotted cream and a good dollop of raspberry or strawberry jam, and they're absolutely delightful and so Moorish, quite decadent as well, and lovely in a tea, you know. I really do hope you give these ones a go. They're super duper easy, and you know, if you've never tried scones before, and you know, if you're quite curious, I would certainly urge you, like I said, to give these a go. It does not get easier, and they are absolutely delicious. So like I said in the beginning, thank you very much for popping over just to check out this wee recipe. Now I know it was a quick one, but I did try and slow it down, but you can only slow it down so much. But yeah, thank you anyway if you've hung on till the end of of the recipe. And we're just back from the supermarket and I'm just about to edit this week's shopping haul. So as soon as I've done that, I'll pop that up for you to see as well. So hopefully you'll join me for that. If not, hopefully I'll see you again on Sunday for Meals of the Week and the announcement of the winner of the Degusta box for this month. So until I see you, or whenever you decide to join me next, mind to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very, very soon. So bye for now. Bye now.